In our senior 2-year-old class of our International Guernsey Show, in third place and second junior is Donnybrook Ammo Stevie, owned by Brittany Taylor and Layla Schuler of Platteville, Wisconsin. Entry 3003 is second and first junior, and bred and owned to the class, Millbridge JCPenney Sassafras, owned by Sarah Foreman of Meriden, New Hampshire. And winning the class, entry 3005, and best udder, Prairie Gem J.D. Lincoln, owned by Glamourview Farms, Walkersville, Maryland. Congratulations. Judge Harbaugh, your reasons.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, another really, really nice class, but a handy winner. A cow that just excels the class in style, balance, smoothness, and blending of parts. She's the best uddered cow in the class. When you get this cow in line, she's just a little fuller right through the crop region. She's tighter down through the point of elbow. She has more depth of both fore and rear rib. You get back behind her here, and she just excels the class in rear udder. She's so much higher and wider at the top of the rear udder than all the other cows in the class, and it just has that beautiful venation to go on her udder as well. And it's the balance and symmetry through the floor of her udder, that depth of fore and rear rib, that take her over another similar made cow coming along here in second. The second cow, a cow that's really long in her frame, a high style cow. But when you get right behind her today, she just lacks that overall width and bloom at the top of the rear udder that we have in the cow that wins the class. But that second cow uses that length of frame, her dariness, her angularity throughout, her snugness of fore udder attachment, and height of rear udder to place over this beautifully balanced cow coming along in third. Third over fourth, when you get him in line, this third cow just has so much more climb right at the top of her rear udder today than the silky dairy cow we have coming along in fourth. Fourth over fifth, it is that dariness, angularity, openness to her rib structure today, a cow that's much cleaner out through her hooks and pins and more in-curving in her thigh today than the second calver that we have in fifth. The fifth cow you really admire. She's so balanced, she's correct in her feet and legs, has a nice udder in her own right, and it's that advantage of being in her second lactation, being a little stronger down her top line today that takes her over the cow coming along in sixth. And then sixth over seventh, it's that advantage she has today and just showing us more snugness to her fore udder attachment, more quality to her udder today than the cow coming along next. Congratulations to our exhibitors.
Judge Dobreiner has completed his placing in our junior 2-year-old cow class. Second place junior in the class and winning the Junior Bred and Owned Award is entry number 3980, Caracash RK Late Night Jolene Red, exhibited by Curtis, Evelyn, and Agnes Griffin of Thief River Falls, Minnesota. Placing third in the class is entry 4001, Gary MD WVG Barbara Red, exhibited by Jonathan and Alicia Lamb of Oakfield, New York. Placing second in the class, she's also our first place junior. She wins the Bred and Owned Award and is named Best Udder, entry 3988, RV Smith War Games Red, exhibited by Smith, Gunst, Zimba, and Heinsohn of Watertown, Wisconsin. And winning the class is entry 3982, Intense Devour Ginger, exhibited by West Coast Holsteins of Chilliwack, British Columbia. Congratulations. Judge Dobreiner, your reasons on our junior 2-year-old class.
I think we've got a lovely cow to start the class. A cow that wins the class on that femininity. She shows us a little more femininity. She's more cleanly down through the bone in her leg today than the second place cow that we did make best udder. I do prefer the venation and the quality in the fore udder on the second udder is the reason we made her best over the first place cow. But a cow that you love that mass and width, a cow that wears a tremendously square udder, a cow that you admire the height and width and volume capacity of that udder. She does use that height and width of her rear udder day to get over this cow coming out in third. Your third place cow over your fourth place cow. The third place cow shows us a little nicer turn to the top of the rear udder. She's a little snugger in her attachments. I do prefer the floor of her udder. She's a little leveler than this pretty dairy cow coming out in fourth. Your fourth place cow over your fifth place cow, it was on that balance to her frame and dairiness, cleanliness through her hide. She's a little cleaner up through her head and neck today for me than the cow coming out in fifth. The fifth prize cow over the sixth place cow. I do prefer the way that the fifth place cow travels on those hinds legs. She shows me a little more flex to her hock today than the square made cow coming out in 6th. The 6th place cow over the 7th place cow would be the snugness of attachments today. She's snugger in the way that her 4 udder blends into her body wall. Let's give this class a round of applause.